What's up, people? Welcome on the channel. My name is Clifford Mulauzi, and in today's video we're going to talk about handling losses, or how to get through the losses, or how to overcome this cycle of getting into losses over and over again. So I'm making this video today because just coming from a losing trade, and this losing trade has like put me back like over like 40% on my personal account and somewhere around 4% on my funded account, which is really crazy. And I'm trying to process everything, but the good thing is that we've been in this game for quite some time, so we know how to handle these things, and just decided to share with you how I'm able to overcome these things. So like today we were trading USD with the students, and it was we were quite sure that we are taking a buy on USD, and then we clicked a buy, and the market really took our direction, boom, going up. And I'm gonna like show you everything. So the market pushed up, but the market didn't really push as it does every day. So the market started like pulling back, right? So with hope that USD is gonna like shoot to the upside, and we're just expecting everything to go blue. So like when we're trading USD, we're always like full margin, you get it, right? So and then the market just like changed direction. Oh, there was also news at 1630, and then the market just like started going crazy. There's a couple of news, like this is NFP week, so there's like 4 news events that were actually just getting released. So the market was just like moving up and down. I managed to hold, saying okay, maybe the market is gonna push to the upside. I'm gonna like check by the end of this video if the market has gone up or down. I'm gonna like just show you a screenshot of how the market moved. But we took a very huge loss on 40% on my personal account and over like 4% on my funded account, which is really crazy. And but I have nothing to worry about because I was able to elevate. So there's nothing that will stop me from elevating back. But what I can just say is that as a trader, you really need to be more disciplined on what you do. For discipline doesn't just like start with you being smart or whatever, but you need to be able to know what exactly you need to do, which means you need to do the right things at the right time in the right manner. And I don't know what are the right word, but then like for us as a trader, I only trade one pair, which is something that I'm proud of. I trade one pair, and apart from trading one pair, I also take one trade a day. And apart from taking one trade a day, I also trade one session, which is the New York session, and not just like the whole New York session, but I only trade from 15:30, which is the New York Stock Exchange time, whereby the pair that I trade is more volatile. It goes crazy at that particular time. That is why I'm trading at that time. And every single day I'm willing to risk 1% on my funded account. If things didn't really go as planned, I would go as far as risking 2%, but not always. But when I say 2%, it means that I was risking 1%, and then the market took me out, and then I would go again, or maybe see where the market is going and then risk the other percent. If I'm wrong for that day, if like I'm too wrong for that day, that means I'm wrong 2% down. But sometimes it's just like go in one trade, and most of the times we're always getting it right. So even though we're risking 1%, we're always making like 2 to 3% every single day. So talk about my risk to reward ratio is always 1 to 2. Risking 1% to make 2% always, and it's something that is so hard to accept, but in a long run you just have to have come to a conclusion to say I think 1 to 2 is the one that really works, that really does work. But on a personal account we could just go like surpass that, because I pay so much attention on my funded accounts than my personal account, because my personal accounts are small but my funded accounts are huge. So I pay so much attention on that side, whereby I don't need to lose a lot. And when I'm making, I'm also not too greedy to say, okay, let me just keep on holding. But I'm okay holding on my personal account because, like, on my personal account, I'm back holding, going in full margin, so it's all crazy, right? And apart from that, today, which means today has been a crazy day, we have lost over like 4%, which is like $2,000. So it was really, really bad. I tried to hold, saying, hoping that the market would, move in our direction, but it didn't because of the news. So, like, how are we able to overcome this? The only best thing that you can do is to accept, right? Is to accept that you are wrong, is to accept that you have messed up, right? And apart from that, as a trader, I am so confident in my setups. I'm so confident in my judgment. When my instinct says buy, I'm gonna buy. If my instinct says don't buy, if my setup doesn't validate, that means I'm not gonna do anything. If the my setup doesn't show any direction, I'll just stay, or else I'll just wait for the market to tell me where it is going. But normally, I always trust my judgment based on my skill, the skill that I've developed in the long run. So the only thing that you guys need to do, firstly, you need to trust your analysis. Like today, we trusted the analysis, but does that mean that the setup was wrong? No, just like today wasn't a good day. Today was a bad day because there were plenty of news. If we didn't have news, trust me, we're gonna like make even more than 5% and make over like 50 or 60% on our personal accounts. But the fact that this has happened, it's very important to accept very quick that okay, we're wrong. Let's stop for the day and come tomorrow. So right now, I just like took a $2,000 loss, and the trades that I take, I also trade them with my students. Some of my students, they don't listen. When I tell them buy, they go in full margin, right? They buy with the entire account, like all the equity is on hold buying. So which means if they're likely to borrow their account, which is very bad. But I always encourage my students to make sure that they go in with small lots and add as we push to the upside. So today was really, really looking golden that we're gonna push to the upside, and I'm really hoping these people like they bought, which is something that is not really, really cool. But otherwise, guys, losses are part of the game, and we win some, we lose some. We just have to make sure that we are managing our risk very well. And risk management is very important, guys, because that's what is going to keep you in the game long enough to succeed. And another thing is that you can have an A setup, an A game trade, but your risk management and your risk to reward ratio, if they don't really much make sense, guys, it's gonna be very hard for you like to get these things right. Even if your setup is always correct, but your risk management and your risk to reward ratio, if they're not really clicking, it's gonna be crazy for you. Why am I saying this? It's because your setup can say it's a buy. You can buy and then the market moves up. Maybe your what? Your risk to reward ratio is 4 or 5. The market can go to in as far as 2 or 3, but you feel like you want to close on 4% or 5%, and then the market just like goes back. Or maybe you'll be like, okay, let me move break even. You move to break even, the market comes down and takes you out, and the market continues going up. Then you'll be like, why did I move to break even? Or let's say the market went to 2 or 3%, and then the market like started going back, and then you'll be like, why did I do that? Why did I do it? So I feel like, guys, the most important risk management that you can use right now is just 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is something that I've tested it for years, and I can confirm to you that 1 to 2 is a very profitable risk to reward ratio. Just focus on that one. Don't focus on 1 to 10, 1 to 50, 1 to whatever. If you really want to make money, like if you really want to make money, okay, I'm talking to people who are trading funded accounts. If you're trading personal accounts, I don't know, you can do as much as you please, but if you really want to take this thing as a profession and make consistent money, 1 to 2 is going to work for you, and that's what works for me. It's not like today I didn't hit 1 to 2. We had hit 1 to 2. No, we almost hit 1 to 2, but because we wanted to hit that 1 to 2 mark, the market just like changed direction and then messed everything up. So make sure you trade, or you make sure you are a disciplined trader. You know your setups, you know your strategy, and keep up the A game Make sure you manage all your risk. Don't over risk. No matter how good the setup might look, make sure you manage your risk 1% every day or 2% every day if you are okay risking more. The reason why I risk 2% is because my setup is always correct. It's just that today things have gone south. But otherwise, thank you for watching this video. And I'm gonna also make a video about the prop firm that I'm using right now. I'm no longer using FX5. I'm still using FX5, and I also have another challenge that is going on a 25K. And I'm also working with traders with Edge, which is finding it very interesting prop firm when I compare it with FX5. And I'm gonna make a ton of videos about this prop firm, and you guys are gonna see. I'll make the differences. Now I'm in the best position to like give you the differences between brokers. I mean, between these prop firms, because I've tested them both, not just like looking at the website, but testing the accounts. So apart from that, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more trading content. And I just also want to let you know that you guys need to be praying as a trader. No matter whether you're a believer or whatever, you need to be praying, right? The more you pray, you need to ask God to open your eyes to be able to see these setups before they happen. And that's what we call intuition. Some trades, I take them because my mind can see that US is moving 2,000 points right now. I buy, and then the market moves like that. So this is not that they're just like guesswork. It's something that I've developed over time for the past years, and you really also need such wisdom. And the only person who can give you, the only way you can get those kind of wisdom is from the higher power, God. Make sure you make a good relationship with God. Otherwise, you're gonna do everything blindly. You're gonna keep on You're gonna keep on blowing. It can take you the next 5 or 6 years before you get it right. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.